Do, 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 do. Hello, hello. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Yay, I know that notifications are going out. I can tell because somebody showed up. Hello. Hello and good. Happy Sunday. Welcome to CLAldridge Art. I'm here. I am here. I have crawled out from under my cave or under my rock, and I am here. Hello, Libby. No, whoops, hang on. I went the wrong way. Hello, Libby. How are you? And I don't know. Wait, there are other people here. Hang on just a second. Let me pop my chat out and move it over here where I like it. And let me minimize this so that it goes over there on that side and I can still see everything. And hang on one second while I get combobulated, since I seem to be discombobulated. Hello, everybody, and welcome to CLAldridge Art. I know that everybody is involved in the steampunk thing, and I think it is absolutely wonderful. It is so, I always think that it is so awesome to see the community rally behind the creators and do stuff like that. So, that's my official take on it. If anybody was wondering, I think it's a wonderful event. And if I drew any steampunk, I'd be right in there going, hey, I want my art promoted. But I don't. So anyway, hello, Louise. Lovely Louise. It's so nice to see you. And happy Sunday to you. Hello, Shara. And oh, it's just so nice to be here. I really have had my nose buried. I made no videos this week other than the one that I made about, my newbie diamond painting. But on the plus side, I finished and submitted last night Sue Curry's newest book. And somebody asked me the other day if I am Sue Curry in disguise. No, I am not. Sue Curry is a real person, a real artist, and she is a very dear friend of mine, and I am her publisher of her books. Hi, Susan. How are you? And it is so lovely to see you. And so Sue's new book it's called Windows into God's World, and it's another Christian coloring book. It is another one that's not up my particular alley, but I do have to say that it is the finest art that she has drawn. It is absolutely gorgeous. And if you're like me, and I'm sort of somewhat this way, I will simply paint out the scripture at the bottom because the pictures themselves are fabulous. They are absolutely fabulous. I can hardly wait for you guys to see it. I don't know if it will be published today or if it will be tomorrow. It's Veterans Day here in the United States, which means that it is a holiday. So I'm not certain if the powers that be at KDP that approve these books are working or not, but I hope that they are. And I was just, Susan, I was just congratulating all of the people who have been working on the steampunk event this weekend. I think it is absolutely wonderful, and I absolutely love it. So great job to everybody who is involved. Hello, Melinda. Thank you so much for being here, my dear. And we're going to maybe color on this if you want to. We could color on this, but I do have a couple of other things to show you guys. One of them is that I'm getting closer on my new drawing. It's got some details in it. And so, so it's coming along. I had to, excuse me, I put my own book aside for just a little bit while I finished up Sue's book, but now that it's done, um, I'm going to go back to my own book. And so I will be disappearing again after the show and going back to trying to finish up this drawing because I want to, or this drawing and 4 more so that I can put it in my new book and hopefully have it out. Also, I want to give a huge shout out. It has been fun. Now, I admit that I have not been to streams, but I see how well they're attended, and I see that there are so many participants, and I just think it is absolutely wonderful. And I am of the school, Louise, that says that, all boats rise. When you support each other, all boats rise. So this is why you'll always find me supporting other artists, always other channels. All boats rise when you bring positivity into everything. Speaking of all boats rising, my dear friend Marty Woods, who I just love, absolutely love. I love his art. I love his way of being in the world. I love his heart. I love everything about Marty Woods. Well, he decided to draw some mandalas, which are outside of what he normally draws, but look at how absolutely gorgeous these are. I mean, I saw these and there are 20 of them in a pack, everybody. 20 of them for like $10 or $8. I don't even, it's just ridiculously low. I have put a link to the 20 pack of these in my description below. It's at the very bottom. I mean, you just sort of have to scroll. It's not at the very bottom of the description, but it's in the bottom of like today's notes before it says these are my links and blah, blah, blah. So if you love mandalas and you, like me, think these are just stunning, then be sure to check it out because Marty is just a love. He really is. And, he's a good dad and he's a great artist, very, very famous in, I want to say it's either Malaysia or Indonesia. And I know that that's terribly impolitic of me to not know the difference. So anyway, hey, Sammy, lovely to see you, my dear. What a wonderful event that you put in and, support all the way because I think it is great that channels do that. So here's why. I also wanted to say this because it is so important. Let me show you a little something. These are my notes for today. Okay. So if you do a little bit of looking on Amazon, and you really want to know how books do, who sells, who doesn't, that kind of thing, 8 of the top 10 coloring books are independent artists. And that means they are the create space artists, the ones who or alternately the ones who did like a fundraiser type thing. Although most of those are not able to match the kind of numbers that you can get by using KDP. Jasmine Beckett Griffith's book is number 110,731. Clara Markova's book is number 225,922, which means that they're really low in the Amazon rankings for sales. Jason Hamilton, his Mandalas book number 1935. So does that give you the idea of the power of A, self-published artists, and B, the power of you guys, people like Sammy, and the ones who help the independent artists like Laura Rafferty, like oh honey, I know that there's a bunch of names. They're not people that I know. Neliki somebody. You guys have so much power, and it's so wonderful to see when you help artists along like you do. And so you will always, always, always get kudos from me. So that all that said, then I'm done. I'm climbing down off that soapbox now. You can't stay on live, then just let it lag, Shara. I promise I won't say anything that's so important that you can't catch it on the, on the delayed reaction. We are going to do a giveaway today. So just so right up front, guys, we are going to do a giveaway today. It is going to be it's going to be a PDF. It is going to be, I'm going to actually do two giveaways. I'm going to do a PDF of the best of CLAldridge mandalas and a PDF of the best of CLAldridge 40 fan favorites. So exactly, Sammy, exactly. And that is the thing. That is the absolute thing. And this is why, oh, of course not. Of course, there was no agenda and no bad intention to any other channels. And anybody who thinks that is nuts. I mean, I always think of YouTube like this. YouTube is like network television. You have networks of people. You can choose ABC, you can choose CBS, you can choose NBC, you can choose PBS, you can choose your network of people. You don't have to watch the same channels all the time. You can switch back and forth. And if you have two TVs, you can watch them both at once. And that is, that is the bottom line. That is the soapbox I am on today. There is room for all of us. There is always room for all of us. And so climbing down off that soapbox, anyway, yes, you guys have, I believe that I started my YouTube channel with a video that said, do you guys actually understand the power that you have as channel owners to affect artists? So, when I had that little problem, that, by the way, was totally made up, that paragraph that I'd written did not mean anything near what they said to you that it meant. And it cost me dearly. It cost me a lot of sales. Not so much books from Amazon, but definitely hurt my Etsy sales, and which is what I count on, because all of a sudden nobody was coloring my work except me, and and a couple of others. So when Dee Dee, bless her soul, not only the following morning showed my book, but also colored a page from it, I cried. I cried major tears. So, anyway, that's all I'm going to say on that too. Anyway, so yes. So what do we want to color, guys? Hello, Nanimo. How are you? And happy Sunday to everybody. Okay, so we covered Marty Woods. We covered that. We covered that, we covered independent artists. Let's see. We have mandalas by mandalas. Yes, I am going to give away we're going to do the numbers thing, and we're going to do it. It's 2:17 now, so let's say we're going to do one at 2:30 and one at 3:30. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do one at 2:30 and one at 3:30. So, okay, back to lurk mode and chopping chicken. Ooh, yum. Sounds like dinner. Okay, so do we want to continue coloring on this, at which point in time I will break out the CLAarts and the other stuff? Or do we want to color on this with INKTENSE? You were coloring, thank you. Thank you, Shara. I mean, I appreciate that. I wasn't necessarily fishing for a compliment, but I mean, I wanted to, this particular day is a perfect example of how to demonstrate literally the power of YouTube channels to independent artists, and why the artists are, the artists who have channels like Laurel, like myself, like, there's a couple like Nathaniel, like all of that. It's why we always have to walk a very careful line in the coloring community, so as not to upset or anybody. And because we want you guys to color our work. I mean, basically, that's pretty much it. We not only do we love you, but we love you when you color our work, because it translates to sales and money in our pocket. And for some of us, like me, that is important, because I like to eat and I need power and internet to stay in business. Okay, so is anybody voting? We've got CLAarts or CLAarts and pencils. Is that no? These were CLAarts and INKTENSE. Ooh, CLAarts and INKTENSE or INKTENSE. Please color on this one, as in this one or on this one. Say colored or blank. CLAarts, INKTENSE. Okay. Blank. Okay, we've got a blank. We've got a blank. We've got a CLAarts. So far we're tied. I could do them both simultaneously. INKTENSE on blank. It looks like we're going to end up with a split vote, and I can't make everybody happy. How about this? I will continue this week on a video, but yes, I will continue that this week on a video, and I will do this today live, since it's blank. Might as well have another whip, right? Hello, Rochelle, and hello to all the people that are here that I have missed saying hello to. Hi, Sue, and your internet is lagging. Okay, but you are there. All right. In that case, then we will get started on this. These, of course, are my lovely, beautiful, wonderful, love them INKTENSE pencils. And moving that aside, let me grab somewhere I have, there it is, a Swatch book. And hello, Barb's Happy Place. Nice to see you. And leg, well, you are not an old, I'm a lag old bag. Oh, you are not, Mo. You are gorgeous, as you have shown and demonstrated in your beautiful pictures that you posted. All right, pardon the glare for just a second while we move the pencils around. And of course, I do have my water brush in anticipation, because INKTENSE was in all of these. We can do let's do our hummingbird in interesting colors. Hummingbirds generally have a like an emerald or a field green back, red bellies or orange bellies. I guess I could zoom him down. Oh, there's the camera controls. Right. Let's zoom. That I think is as much zoom as it's going to give me today. I can move the, when it comes time, I can move the camera down. Sorry guys, I am just trying, I want to use this mid vermilion, but I'm always using that mid vermilion. So I think what I'm going to use is the scarlet pink and do these flowers. So pink and tangerine. We can add some more colors in. Maybe we'll use mid vermilion and some tangerine. So these are going to be, what is that? That's the mid vermilion. So let's start the mid vermilion up here at the top where it would kind of be darkest, coming out from under these little leaves. You're going to want to be right down here on top of the action. Are we in focus okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to shout at you. Hi, Joey. Lovely to see you. Christine, did you finish live streams now? No. Wait, no. Sammy, you can't finish live streams. Wait, what do you mean finish live streams? Oh, Sammy, please don't do that. Please make live streams. Or, I mean, if you want to do pre-records, you can certainly do that. But please don't stop streaming, honey. Where would I go on my when I actually can get to you? I would have been there this week, I promise, but I really did have to finish that book. And then when you streamed it today, I was sleeping. So uploads. Okay. All right. But hey, you know what? I love pre-records because I can watch those anytime. And of course, I love to make pre-records. People think I'm crazy, but you know, then I can be as absolutely kooky as I want and then just cut it out. But I will say this, Sammy, if you are listening, please do what you are most comfortable with, but do not give up live streaming because of anything that happens out there. Those people are not the boss of you. You are the boss of you. So please, and if you trust me, I kept showing up and it is so hard. But I also do love doing, I mean, I have to say that I do love doing the pre-records. There is a certain freedom. Once again, I can say anything I want. I can be as kooky as I want, and I can actually cut it out. And if you saw some of the stuff that I said that I have cut out of my pre-records, you would laugh. But that is yeah. But please do not stop on anybody's account other than your own. That you know it's what you want, because you will survive anything that is out there. Because we all love you. That's the thing. And the coloring community is a whole lot bigger than a bunch of channel owners. And that is all I will say about that. Oh no, now what will I talk about? Hi all. Oh yay, not stopping, just showing my, okay. You're doing a drive-by support. Okay. Just got in and gonna have tea. Okay. All right. Well, Gary, thank you so much for stopping by then. Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It isn't, it's the whole package. People love Sammy. I love Sammy. And if anybody doubts that, then they're crazy. So, all right, I did a little bit of tangerine. I think I might have should have done the tangerine in the and I don't know, maybe these colors are just not quite right, but we'll figure it out. And beside which, it's coloring. If I mess it up, it's fine. It is not the end of the world. Of course, I have these files living in my living in my computer, so I can always don't forget we are going to do a giveaway of a PDF of your choice of either 40 fan favorites or mandalas here in just a second. And if you already have a copy, you can designate you can have me send it to somebody else. All I need is their email so that I put it in Dropbox because the files are huge. Okay. So now I want a kind of a burnt, I don't want a burnt, I want a dark color for in there. So I want the chili red. Let's go with the chili red for the insides. And if my stomach growls, it's because I did not eat. And that is because I was up late chatting with a friend and I slept somewhat later than I intended. I was out of smokes, so I had to take a quick shower and run up to the store. And by the time that stream time came, I was out of time. So if my stomach grumbles, just let it. Just I will support you if you're doing your laundry. Exactly. That is what we do. We support one another, and we, like I say, all boats rise. Whoa. All right. Melinda, thank you. I can hear you shouting from here. Answer, no. I did not put the sheet behind. Okay. See, I can hear Melinda's voice as it rings out to me. Did you put a protector behind that page, Christine? I'm just going to wet these and then we're going to do the giveaway. It'll be the select. It occurs to me that it has been so long since I did one. My goodness. You guys should get after me when I do that or when I don't do that. And there is going to be, the new book coming up. So. Whoops. No, I went. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was just reading the chat, just sort of following along. Now that I sort of oh, I know what I was going to say now, but I'm going to save it for the next part. Okay, just want to finish this part. I'm sort of hurrying through this so that I can do the. Of course, I'm pretty sure that everybody who's in here might already have a copy of my book, all of my books, but you never know. Susan, I am working on a new book. Many of the drawings you have probably seen because they are they've been in my Etsy shop for a while. But as soon as I get anywhere between 24 and 30 new drawings, then I'll release a book. Since my books are generally not particularly themed, other than I draw what inspires me at the time. So this one will probably be Flowers and Dragons. Will be what it's called, because it's got flowers and dragons in it, and so we'll go from there. I'm kind of hoping that those dry a little lighter than they show up. I may end up having to put. But yes, there's a new book, and it's going to have lots. It's got lots of in it as well as the larger drawings like this one, and all of the dragon drawings, and all of that. Okay, so what we're going to do is a giveaway of either once again a PDF, so it's open to everybody, of the best of CLAldridge Art Mandala, or, and it'll be your choice, or the best of 40 fan favorites. Now, if you already have both and would like to designate a different person to receive it, you can certainly do that. All I would need would be their email. We will do it by the old-fashioned method of choosing a number between. Hang on, I am looking for my phone, folks. Where is my phone? Would you believe me if I said I have lost my phone? It happens quite regularly. Well, let me see here. Hang on. Where would it be? Okay, if I was Christine's phone, and she only uses me to... I do not, contrary to others, I do not live my life on my phone. Diamond painting? Nope. The computer? Nope. Hang on. I literally have misplaced my phone. Okay, so we'll find a way to do this. We will see if I can. Oh, wait. Did I go away at all or anything like that? What I've done is I've got a new screen open, but I wanted to be able to show it to you. Let me go see if my phone is in the living room. Hang on just one second, guys. Where the heck is my phone? Shara, honey, will you send me a message? See if I can hear it ding. Hello, Mrs. Coffee. How are you? I don't know if Shara is within earshot. I hope that she is. I've lost my phone. So I'm trying to figure out an alternative to not having my phone. To random.org, random.org. We're about to do a giveaway. The problem is I've lost my telephone, and I can't actually show you the number. But here's what we're going to do: choose a number between 1 and 100. You're just going to have to believe me when I tell you what the number is, because I can't find my phone. All right, choose a number. Wait, you just called it, and it's dead. Well, yeah, but you can't call the phone number that comes in on it because the phone has actually been shut off. I haven't had cell service in 4 years, but I use it. I use it on Wi-Fi, and so if you send a message through Messenger or something like that, it dings unless it's dead. Anyway, all right. It's here somewhere. I just had it. Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. There it is. I know where it is. Okay, so oops, you don't want to know my code, do you? Well, you might, but you're not going to get it. Not again. I've only shown it to you how many times? Okay. Oh, there we go. See, that's the noise it makes. And that's how I can find it. Okay. I know because we both have iPhones. I know. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Oh, yay. Thank you, Diana. Thank you to, also, I want to say a shout out to Mary. Mary, you know who you are. Thank you so much for the PayPal tip jar last week. I saw it. I apologize. I've had my head buried. Okay. All right. So let me just get my head together here, guys. I have obviously I have been a little wrought the last couple days. And so what I want to do is I want to search for random.org. There we go. Thank you. Random number generator. No, that is not what I want. That's not what I want. Go back. Go back. Go back. We're going to search for a random.org. Thank you. That's better. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Okay, random.org. We're going to choose a number between 1 and actually, yeah, that's good. But let's go with between 1 and 50. Wait until you see me type in go, go, go. And then you can enter numbers. Do not enter numbers until I type go, 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 like I just did, and enter your numbers. So, and if nobody wants to enter, there's only one entry per person. Don't duplicate your numbers. And, oh yeah, I was going to say, you kind of have to make sure you're on live chat too. And, oh yay, so some people do. Yeah. Hi, Kim T. Hi, Joe Beth. This is also a way that I get to see who's here. Deanna. Hi, Deanna. Hi, everybody. Okay, yeah, it looks like there's only a few people who want to enter who don't already have my work, or hopefully there's more than that who actually like to color it. I have enough book sales to indicate that that's true. But I do sell a fair amount of books, so. Let's see here. No, we're going to make that go away. I don't want two-factor authentication. Thank you very much. It's not like I ever go out and use the darn thing in public. Okay. So, okay, get your numbers in. If you would like a copy of a PDF copy of either the best of CLAldridge mandalas or 40 fan favorites. And, oh, look, now there's 24 people. Yay. Okay. And we will give it another couple of seconds. Once again, I apologize that I am so discombobulated today. Sorry for the glare. And stop. And generate a number. Number is 32. So, who? The person who came closest without going over is Crystal Pierce. Is that right? I see Crystal because Nana has 11. Crystal has 14, so Crystal is closer. And congratulations, Crystal. All right, all I need, Crystal, is if you will drop me a note at, hang on, CLAldridgeart@gmail.com. There we go. Then I will give you the Dropbox link for your book, and you just need to tell me which one you want in the subject line. So if you want mandalas or if you want 40 fan favorites. Kim, that's wonderful. I know you have a bunch of my books, but you don't have them all, do you? And thank you everybody for participating. There will be another giveaway in about an hour, or actually a little more, 45 minutes, a little less, 45 minutes. And it'll be the same prize. Oh, because you already have those. Okay. It will actually, yeah, it will be the same price. So, what am I doing? I have no idea. I'm about to put in, that's what I want. For anybody else that didn't win, but that would like a discount, copy. I do have a little gifty for you. And that is, of course, a link that will get you a 25% discount in my shop for the next 48 hours. So, hopefully I will get to grocery shop next week too. All right, well, these were a little dark for my taste, but that is perfectly fine. I think that we can fix that with maybe some white. I'm really learning to love this white pencil in INKTENSE. Because you can add a little bit of lightening to things that get a little too dark. And I do mean lightening, not actually, like the electricity lightning. And it dries, I think it's a little bit more opaque. The other thing that you could do also, and I've always wondered how this would work, is if you used a little bit of white watercolor over it. I wonder if it would do anything for that. But put in your birthday. Oh, okay. Boy, I need to make a birthday calendar. That's what I do need to do. All right, now let's work on our little bird guy, because that I do have some ideas about. I want to grab my. See, this is what happens when I don't make a midweek video. I get all wrought up. Okay, I want the field green. I want the field green, which is this lovely blue green, and it's one of my favorites. And I want the mallard green. And I want the green aquamarine. And I want the, I'm sure it's going to end up being the bright blue. No, I want the deep blue. Okay. Deep blue. Deep blue. Okay. Oh. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the underbelly with the poppy red, with a little bit of the hot red, which is, or actually maybe I'll make it the chili red. So I'm going to start down here with the chili red. And I really just want this to be a hint of color. Now I'm doing this one without a reference photo. Do I fly on airplanes? I used to fly a ton for a couple of reasons. One was, of course, business, but the other was I always was flying back and forth to California from my home in Nevada. When my stepmother was sick, I would go because I had a caregiver who lived there with her. And so I would go once a month to make sure that the bills were paid and that she was in good condition and all of that. She had senile dementia, and it was very, very sad. But yes, I do fly. Do I fly anymore? Answer: no. I would if I had to. I choose not to. And that is, for me, it is a civil rights issue, a personal rights issue. I do not choose to live my life in fear of anything. So the idea that I would be subject to search or x-ray or suspicion or anything like that just sets really, really wrong with me. This is the dark blue. And it is, of course, the airline's right to require people to be searched. I understand that. I understand the safety issue. I just choose not to do it. Interested in doing a coloring group party. Well, I'd have to know what the circumstances were. If it involves me traveling, I would probably have to say no. But if I could be there in virtual form, then sure. Sorry, and I didn't mean to just go off on that. Okay, so that was the bright blue, and this is the green aquamarine. So what I'm trying to do here is work these colors sort of down. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. But we're going to give it a shot. Back to the blue, dark, or to the blue. I've lost my wanderlust. I used to have it, but it is completely gone now. I just let my neighbors were so funny. I was just out walking. Oh, that is the one thing that I was also going to mention. This week it was a little bit exciting because since I have had my head down and I had disappeared, I was so surprised when I don't remember what day it was now. I think it was Wednesday in the late afternoon. There's a knock on my door, or the doorbell rings, and it's the cops. And I'm like, okay, hello, can I help you? And they were here to do a welfare check because I had disappeared from social media for like 3 days, and people were worried about me. Now that made me cry. That really did make me cry. And the cops the Virginia Beach Police Department were so nice about it. They were like, well, you've got somebody who cares about you, obviously. And I'm like, isn't that sweet? I can hardly believe it. Coffee and carrot cake, and happy to share with. Oh, yay. I'll have some carrot cake, please. Thank you, Nana. You are so thoughtful. Once again, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. But we're going to give it a shot. And these are, whoops, we're going to add some blue down here, blue here. What I did is I took all those colors and I'm just trying to work them down a little bit. As if I knew what I was doing. Cookies. Bear cookies. I don't know who Bear is, but that sounds yummy. All right, so we'll try that for the body and see how we do. Trying to leave that edge up there. Oh, I'm so glad you guys can't hear that. Concentration. Call your youngest Grandy Grace Bear. Oh, I love that. I love that. Well, Shara, I didn't out you. You outed yourself just now, though. And yes, the person who called to check on me was Shara. She's like I said, the police were so nice. So a big shout out to the Virginia Beach Police Department for being very kind and very understanding. And and they actually had a plan. If I didn't answer the door, apparently they leave a note. If you don't respond to the note, then they try and do a little more investigating, that kind of thing. So they don't actually bust into your house unless they can look in a window and see you in distress or hear you. But Shara, for the record, my next door neighbors do have keys to my house. So should you ever feel the need to tell the cops that, you can. And thank you for checking on me. I thought that was the sweetest thing in the world. And it also taught a valuable lesson. I over on Facebook, I had said it a couple of years ago. My own family, the last time called me was, I don't know, well, probably the last time I called them, which was several years ago now. But if I disappear from Facebook for 3 days, boy, they are on me. They are wondering where I am. Okay. Joe Beth, I know that you stream in what, an hour? Is that about right? I don't have their phone numbers anymore. Well, I probably do, but they would be the yeah, no. You mean the neighbors? No. Sheila's mad at me for some reason. I don't know why. She never tells me. A couple of years later, I'll find out why. Uh-oh. I screwed that up by getting that red in there, but that's okay. I can fix that later. All right, so this is a very strange looking hummingbird with a red belly. He needs a wider red belly, but I'm going to turn it brown if I go over that green. So maybe I'll work that and then cover it over with a shimmer of gold or something. All right, so now let's do the wings. So I want the dark blue, the deep blue for the leading edge of the wings. Once again, I'm going to leave just a bit of a knuckle along the edge of that wing. Oh, hush, stomach, hush. Sounds like I'm torturing it. You only have to wait an hour. I made a huge pot of chicken stew last night, another chicken stew, because I had a tuna casserole last week, so chicken stew was on the menu again. And my stomach is saying, yeah, but it's in the refrigerator and we want some. Mallard green. Okay, so this is the darkest. No, this is not. I want the green aquamarine. That's it. So I'm adding that in underneath. I'm also going to add just a tiny bit of that aquamarine there. I know you were teasing. And I smell like pork and sauerkraut. Oh, wow. Joey, that sounds good. I love sauerkraut. It's stinky, but I can't I can't eat it. I can't. I have to actually close my nose, to be able to eat sauerkraut. But and I love a Reuben sandwich. Oh my goodness. Oh, yum yum pastrami with the sauerkraut. Pastrami is like the best. I go all gooey inside with pastrami. It's not on my menu very often, but I do love it. Oh, Fiona Art. And Color Chats and Cats with Michelle. And Pouring Your Heart Out. These are all the notifications that just came out. All channels that I absolutely love. Now here's the other part that I was saving. Y'all remember that I told you about the book Jane Eyre, right? Well, I decided that I wanted to see if I could find an audiobook on it. And I stumbled into a treasure trove of audiobooks right here on YouTube for free. And they're read by people with posh English accents, which is just perfect for something like Jane. So there is a 10-hour audio recording that is absolutely fabulous reading. The reader is absolutely amazing. And I put a link to Jane Eyre in the description below. So if anybody would like to actually listen to the story, of which I so reviewed the other day. And also, there is also, if you haven't read Wuthering Heights, there is an audio recording of that as well. So by that same channel. And you just type in Wuthering Heights audiobook and they pop up. You just have to pick, there's like a ton of them, and you just have to pick one you like. Pick a reader whose voice you like, that kind of thing. But yeah, I had no idea that all of that was on YouTube. But I know now. This is my green aquamarine. Once again, the darkest shade. This is the underwing out here. So then I'm going to go to the lightest green I've got, which I believe is the field green, or this one. Okay, so having added all those colors, and to anybody who is here that I have not said hello to personally, please know that it's not personal. I've had my head down in the chat here, or head down coloring and not paying as close attention to the chat. I do still go back and read my chats. So, because a lot of times I find that I miss what's going on. Sorry, once again, concentrating here. I'm actually wondering if I can finish all the drawings for the new book in time. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I'm certainly back in motivated mode, as in book sales on the first two or the two new ones have started to slow to the point where it's a struggle every month again. But it's the life you choose if you decide to do art for a living. So I got no room to complain. Beside which, I have a constant supply of something to color that I think is pretty. I love the variety of art that is available now. I mean, there really is something to color for everyone. Whether you just have amazing talent, like Sammy or like Dee Dee or like so many others, or whether or not you just like to put color on a page. There's a book and a channel for everybody. I just think it's amazing. I'm just tapping off extra pigment here. Probably going to have to put that little highlight back in with a pen with a white color. Got some pretty bold colors going on our little blue hummingbird here. Sad why they were there. Wait, what? From the police and fire brigades swooned when escorted me and my fur babies. Aww. Yeah, there's nothing quite like a hunk in uniform. Yeah, I love Jane Eyre too, Louise. Sorry, that recording of it is so good. Apparently, the lady who reads it is a regular reader for this particular outfit, but she really does a fabulous job. Once again, I just, if you're going to listen to somebody read Jane Eyre, it's best if they have a posh English accent. And she does the voices. She does voices too. Or not, not so much voices, but the intent of the voices. So she's not a flat reader at all. Thank you, Nana. She's not a flat reader. It's actually exciting. And I did it when I was diamond painting. I discovered it. And as I was sitting there, diamond painting, and hours were just sort of flying by. And the other thing that I love is when you stop a video on YouTube, it'll pick up right where you left off when you go back to it. So that has been because I'm only about a third of the way through the reading of it. And I just love to have a story read to me for some reason. I'm perfectly capable of reading it. And indeed I do, but with the time constraints that I had this last week, it's just so nice to have somebody to actually read it to me. Oh, Nana, or Mo, we don't have any accents, I don't think. We've got Southern accents. We've got, I guess, like you guys, we have different accents for different regions of the U.S. So now I'm going to switch to some spring green, some felt green, and some beach green. Yeah. Yeah, no, maybe we're going to go with some. Let's go with some Ionian green for the dark spots. The Ionian green. So we'll use that down here in the deeply shadowed parts of this lovely grass. Okay. Maybe just a little bit. Kind of up. Don't want to do too much of that. Then I want to go with the leaf green. I said the leaf green. No, the fern. Yeah, no, the belt green, the fern green. The fern green. Is that fern? No, that is not. It's not fern green. This is fern green. And it is the lightest. So we'll put a little bit of light coat up here at the top of the fern green. Whoop, sorry about that. Shame on me. Am I blurry? Be right back. Fur baby needs out. Okay. Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what. Sammy, don't ever let him drive you away. That's just. Okay. Sorry. I realize I said that out loud. I should not have. So this is a leaf green, and it is not really what I want, but I need to add a little bit more of a depth color for some shadows back in here. So it is going to serve its purpose. Okay, then I want a felt green. So this is the felt green. I'm just going to add it for some highlight areas down in here. And let's see. Go underneath that one. I'm just trying to sort of mark a shadowy area where the leaves cross over each other. Dialects. Yes, exactly. Definitely dialects of all sorts of, like you can tell a Cornishman's accent from a Yorkshire accent, or a. Can you? I mean, is I know it was it is. I know that there's still oh, never mind. Christine, if you're not from there, don't comment. You guys tell me what different dialects there are. I know you can tell an East Ender's accent from a, from the posher parts. I don't want to say a posher parts because I don't know. For all I know, the East End has been gentrified, just like Harlem has been gentrified in New York City. But it's still got its character. Just looking where, or at least I think it does. New York has never been a place that I've enjoyed. I'm not comfortable at all in a vertical city, so I tend to get a little twitchy. What did I say I wanted? I wanted the iota green, the felt green, the beach green. That was it. That's the color I'm looking for now. Hello. Where are you, beach green? There you are. So I'm adding, as you can see here, everyone, I am just simply adding a lot of different colors in. Now, I sort of learned about, adding all of these colors in from watching Lori over at Color My World. And she uses a lot of colors in her coloring work. A lot that you wouldn't expect to actually go into a particular piece, a pink and a purple in leaves, that kind of thing. But yet, if you look at photographs or you look at colors closely, you can see that those actually are the colors that are in there. Well, hi, Donna. And yes, you are always welcome, late or not. Always, always. You can drop in, you can drop out, you can twirl all about, and you'll still be welcome. Whoops. But that is also the way that things actually appear. When you look at the photographs, there's just a ton of different colors in everything. It is so dry here today in Virginia. It is so unusual for it to be this dry. I can actually breathe. I have not coughed once. I don't sound all gurgly because there's just no moisture. No moisture in the air at all. It's so nice. It is so nice. If every day could be like this one, it's 61 degrees outside, which is just perfect temperature wise for me. I actually had to take my jacket off when I walked to the 7-Eleven. And of course, here it's never dry here because we've got the ocean. Just we're right in between the ocean and the bay. or I've got the ocean on one side and the bay on the other. So, and enjoy while I can. Yeah, I know. I used to live in the desert, Libby. I used to. As a matter of fact, some of my favorite places that I lived are, of course, I lived in Sedona, Arizona for a few years, and then I lived in Fountain Hills, Arizona for about a year, and then I was also in, of all the places I've lived in Arizona, I've lived in Bisbee, I've lived in Douglas, which are the armpits of the world. We were down there. Friend at the time, I was 19, was a sewer contractor, and they were putting in a new sewer system for the city of Douglas. So we actually lived there. But then I started doing found my career while I lived in Palm Desert, excuse me, California, which is very near Palm Springs, or the sister city to Palm Springs, and it's where the poor people live, or the rich people live in Palm Springs and Palm Desert, and the poor people like me lived in Cathedral City, which is sort of in between the two. But then of course I was in northern Nevada for which is high desert for 15 years, so 17 years actually. And I do miss the dry air, there is no doubt. But there's a lot to be said for, sorry, I had to get a little water on this, squeeze a little water out. It was getting a little dry. There is a lot to be said for the dry air, but there's also a lot to be said for the humidity. Fort Huachuca. See, I even know how to say it. Yep, Fort Huachuca. You interviewed for a job in Douglas years ago. Wow. Well, see, Virginia now, of course, it's beautifully green. And so for me, I grew up in the mountains of Southern California. So green, I love green. So as much as I love the desert, the hardest part about the desert was the fact that, you really had to get used to sage green. Or because that's pretty much the only color there is sage green. And the occasional pine tree. There we go, beach green. Okay, so now I'm going to use beach green for the flowers here, because we can add some other greens in later. And then, America is just, we've got such a vast choice of, climates here. Of course, it's a big continent, so. Mo, it's Huachuca, like Wachuka. or or Wa, W-A, and then C-H-E-W for chew, and then Ka, like C-A-W. So Huachuca. But yes, exactly. Exactly. Cool and beautiful, Libby. That's exactly why. And it is just, that is so nice. And if you are a snowbird and you can afford to do it, then that is the way to live life. To travel back and forth between two climates that you are comfortable in, because and every place has a foible, something about it. So there's you have the Dakotas. Well, the Dakotas are gorgeous if you like flat country, um, and a lot of people do. Although I haven't been to the Dakotas, so I don't really know what it's like. But I don't think it's mountains. I think it's flat. Uh, if you like Montana, you can choose. I mean, Montana's got mountains and flat. That's why they call all that area Big Sky Country, Wyoming as well, which is all flat. That's where the grain fields are. Uh, if you like desert, we've got lots of that. Beaches, we've got, several states with huge, beach fronts all along the east and the west coast. So it's like there's something here for everybody. I am not a beach person. How I ended up in Virginia Beach, and now, of course, I'm sort of trapped here, but you do have 4 separate seasons and a bit of everything, yes. But you are also surrounded entirely by water, and uh, and you have the climate because of that. You have a wet climate because there is so much water, and that's wonderful. I mean, because I know that you've got a lot of green there. Green is one of my favorite colors. So I did use a couple of different greens here, but these areas are so tiny that it doesn't, it's you could spend a long time making, beautiful blends and all of that. But one of the pleasures of working with Inktense is it's very like working with markers. It's quick and it's wonderful and it's very satisfying to put color down on the page. And yeah, I know that Mrs. Coffee lives in, I want to say North Dakota, because I know she said she's like 45 minutes from the Canadian border, so that's got to be North Dakota, right? If she's still here. So I was going to ask about that. Eastern South Dakota and southeast North Dakota have hills, but the rest is pretty flat. Okay, well, I know my mother was born in South Dakota. So, but she didn't actually live there. I think she was 2 when they moved to Montana. Uh, so I guess you could say I have blood roots there in some way or another, in that we suspect that her father, who dropped out of the picture right about then, who would be my grandfather, stayed there if he wasn't dead. I honestly don't know the first thing about the man. Uh, so we tried to find out, but other than his name and where he came from, we have no idea. Nobody, nobody on my side of the family anyway. Okay, beach. I do want to use the beach for the uh, because these are the stems. And I'm also going to use the belt. Come down the other side. And because I got a little messy, oh, for pity's sake, am I ever going to get past losing something that I know should be right here? Oh, there it is. I pick it up, I put it away. Do you ever do that? Do you ever just mindlessly move something and then, like, I have a visual memory. So if I can call it up in my head, I can tell you where it is. But so often I get distracted that I don't pay attention where I put stuff. I'll just grab it off the desk and shove it out of my way. And with no visual snapshot of where I put it, I can't find it again. The way our brains work is fascinating to me. So I'm going to come down one side first because I put the dark vertically. So I'm coming down that side. Oh, and we are a little past our giveaway time. So everybody who's here, we're going to do another giveaway of a PDF copy of either my book, 40 Fan Favorites, or the new book, Mandalas, which is the one I just released these in May of this year, May or June, one in May, one in June. And it'll be so this is why it'll be a PDF copy of this book, which if you haven't seen it, this is my Mandalas book, and or a PDF copy of my book, 40 Fan Favorites, which has selections from each of my first 8 coloring books. Number 9 is coming. Oops. Okay. And so, thank you. Oh, you love the owl. The owlie. Oh, my owlie. Yes, this is Ziggy. Ziggy the owl. He's in 40 Fan Favorites. And he has been colored. There is a fabulous, hang on, let me see if I can find it for you. Ziggy the Owl. Yes, there it is. Look at how cool that one is. Oops, I guess I have to put it on autofocus. Hang on, let's go with autofocus and see if I can't get this to Ziggy. There you go. Hello, Ziggy. He's beautiful. Sorry. Oh, yes, autofocus. That's good. Okay, now we'll turn it back off. Okay, so it doesn't go. Oh, look, sparklies. Sorry. I'm losing it, everybody. Throw a little stress on top of stress and see what happens to me. I get all weirded out. And no, I know I keep saying it, but no, I'm not crazy. Okay, so we are going to do a giveaway. It is going to be for a PDF copy of my book. And When you see me, type the words. Oh, hang on. I guess maybe I need to say it. All right. So you're going to randomly choose a number between 1 and 50. The person who gets closest without going over is the winner. Do not enter any numbers until you see me type go, go, go. And make sure that you are on live chat. The only people, or no, one number per person. Please do not change your number if you see that somebody else enters the same number. And the rules. So without further ado, go, go, go. Oh my goodness, I'm going nuts. I'm losing my mind and my coffee is gold. Tell you what, while you guys are doing that, I will be right back. Okay, that is so much better. I snuck away so that I could have some coffee, right? Or get rid of some extra coffee. Okay, so thank you everybody for your patience. And, or stop. And we will generate a new number. Okay, so we've got 1 through 50, and we're going to generate number 26. Oh, it looks like the first person hit it right on the nose is Dina C. So I do believe that sorry, I should let my moderator tell me who the winner is. I meant to say hi. Oh, hi, Jude. Lovely to see you. Hi, Natalie. And hi, Elizabeth E. and Tanya. And Loretta, hi. And Shannon, hi. And Rosemary, hi. All the people. That's the one way to get everybody to speak up is to have a giveaway. All right. So, yes, you get Dina C as well. Dina, I will, because the files are large, I will email them. I'll email you a link from Dropbox where you can actually go get your or download your copy. All you need to do is send me an email at Sorry. Oh, I think that says CLAldridgeart@gmail.com. Sorry. I am just so thrilled, that I have had a day that is free of coughing. Yay. It is always so humid here, and always, it's just such a misery. Okay, so I'm going to now, let's choose some colors for our flowers. You're painting as you're watching. Your coworker got me a mandala. Oh, how cool. That's perfect. I love it. And why would you apologize for that? You can lurk. You are absolutely welcome to lurk, Shannon. And hi, Gail. And welcome to the group. Okay, to get some inspiration. Well, hopefully we will inspire you. We are working today in my book, 40 fan favorites. You guys got to stand by for the sales pitch, right? Anyway, well, that's terrific, Shannon. Happy birthday. And so this is from the, this contains 5 drawings each from these 8 books. So it is intended as a sampler. And we are coloring a hummingbird on this page. This hummingbird is from the book, and the also the birds that are in here, and several of the other pages. There's one that I call. There's an inspiring one. The birds are from the book Flowers and Flyers. And here's another page from that book, from Flowers and Flyers. That's the butterfly and the blackberries. And there are the 2 butterflies. And there is that one. So that is all 5 from Flowers and Flyers. And of course, each of the, anyway, if you want to look at all of the pages, then you can do so by looking at the Amazon Look Inside the Book. And there are proof pages like this, which show you all of the drawings that are actually in the book. And you can look at them close up. You can't print them off, but you can look at them. Okay, so now I've got the golden yellow, or the sun yellow. So I'm going to start with that. And I'm just going to start by leaving a little circle of light in the middle of a lot of these petals. This isn't a very dark color. So I'm basically just sort of outlining them, except I'm just creating this sort of a circle right up there of light. That'll be our highlight. Just where you think the light would be hitting it from whatever your light source is. In my case, my light source is almost always directly overhead, or from what I call my point of view. We'll do this one in the same colors. I love INKTENSE. And yes, definitely happy birthday, Shannon. Could say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shannon. I can't hit that high note anymore. Happy birthday to you. I used to be able to hit that high note. Can't do it anymore. Or I can, but I cough. I would have a coughing fit if I tried. Or I could sing, oh, let's see. Zippity doo dah, zippity a. My, oh my, what a glorious day. It's Shannon's birthday. Isn't that yay? Zippity doo dah, zippity a. Can't do that one either. I used to be able to sing all those songs, and now I can't. I'm getting old. Oh, Christine, quit complaining. This is what comes from only having myself to talk to all week. And then I have, oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. No? Hope springs eternal. Okay. Now let's take some sienna gold. Do I want sienna gold? I don't know. Let's look at. Yeah, exactly. Rosemary, plus it's the added benefit of you always get the answer that you want, or at least most of the time. No, actually, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to go all the way out on a weird limb. We're going to get rid of that orange. Take that orange out of your hand, Christine. And we're going to take the cherry red. So let's find something fun. Let's use a cherry red. Even though there's no cherries whatsoever, no cherries were harmed in the making of. Oh my goodness. So, as you might guess, I watch a lot of late night TV since I'm usually up really, really late. I like the H&I channel because it is heroes and icons. I don't have cable because cable cost television is supposed to be free. And I have a lot of those weird principle things. But one of my favorite things is on the weekends only. Of course, throughout the week they broadcast, beside, of course, all of my favorite Star Treks, they also broadcast the old Hill Street Blues, which I absolutely love. But the was it Hill Street Blues? Is the one with Andy Sipowicz and yeah, I think it's Hill Street Blues. The other one, the one that was the original one, the oh, help me out here, the old one with Lieutenant Barillo, you know, and he had the affair with and she called him Pizza Man. What is the name of that one? I can't remember. Geez, and I just saw it last night too. We are not getting old, just maturing like good cheese. I like it. I like that, Susan. That will work for me. And I was talking to a friend about it last night. You know, sometimes as we age, we're like we're like, we take in the world and we take the good stuff in and put it in our roots, and we let the bad stuff go like falling leaves. I think that is, that is a great way to be, because you can dwell on the bad stuff, but the good stuff is so much better, so much sweeter, and you can make such a much better meal out of it. So why be bad? It's like resentment. Resentment, boy, that is truly poison. It's like taking poison. You've heard it said. Holding a resentment or holding a grudge is like taking poison and expecting the other person to die. Just don't do it. I am liking these. I hope that they turn out the way I want them to once I apply water. I suspect they're going to be orange because I've got the yellow in there, but we'll see. Technically, those wouldn't be very visible because they're supposed to be sort of curled over. I do want to make sure that I've only got 6 minutes left, because I don't want to, I'm happy to have my 2 hours, but I also don't want to run over Jo Beth. I did that to her a little bit last week, not realizing that she lives in Arizona, where they don't observe daylight savings time or putting it back. So I ended up inadvertently streaming over her for an hour, and I did not intend to. I couldn't figure out what happened, because I thought that she wouldn't be on, because she normally doesn't come in on until an hour after Sean starts. But so that's what happened. Is that I said to her, I said, do they not observe? I had forgotten that they don't have daylight savings time in Arizona. The state said, not doing it. Okay. Bye, Libby. Hi, Lulu. Lovely to hear. All right, so let me just demonstrate whether or not we're going to be able to pull this off with the vision that I have for it. Sorry, I did not mean to go all quiet on you. I might be liking. That sounds very confusing, Christine. Oh, Jo Beth's Crafting Cauldron. And it's called Jo Beth Sexton's Crafty Cauldron. Yes. Oh, please do put a link. Yes, Melinda, please do. Absolutely, I have no problem with that at all. Like I say, when it comes to uh, helping announce other channels or events or things like that, I am of the all boats rise school. All boats rise when we support each other and not tear each other down. Because there just is enough room for everybody here on YouTube. And it is up to you guys, the watchers, to determine where you want to go, not us, the channel, the content makers. I don't make videos for the content makers. I make videos for the people who like to watch and like my art and like to color and like my personality and, the things that we all like about each other. That's why I make videos. And hopefully that's why you watch them. Uh-oh. I'm getting all kinds of notifications all at once. That was the Art Sherpa, who I love. I absolutely love Cinnamon Cooney at the Art Sherpa. There's just, I love my, even though I don't do it, I love my acrylic pour channels. I love all of it. So I know that Joe Beth is going to be coming on in just a second. And there she is right now. She is in fact live. So everybody, hope that you enjoyed visiting with me this Sunday. I am going to put my head down immediately, go back to work on my next book. Hopefully by next Sunday, I'll be able to announce that it will be available the following morning. And keeping our little fingers crossed. I can tell you that there is a new book by Sue Curry that will also be available hopefully tomorrow morning. It could be later today. Thank you all for coming and being with me today. And until we meet again, please color something pretty. Now that we've got the business part of it out, bye everybody. You know how much I appreciate your being here. I adore each and every one of you. Have a absolutely fabulous week.